Welcome everyone to another Battle Breakers video. Today we're going to be going over the hero Medusa. She was a limited edition hero back when the Dark General Invasion Battle Pass was going and available. She is a limited edition hero that you can only get during the Battle Pass time, which has expired. So you can't get her currently. But if you have her, we're going to try to answer the question, is she worth being on your top 6 Dark Hero squad? If you only had to keep 6, is she going to be one of the ones you keep? So let's go over how you get her first. When the event is actually available, what happens is Chaos Gate the Watcher appears on your Battle Pass Chapter 1. It's going to be in the Chapter 1 area. But they actually changed that recently when it came to the Guan Yu Eastern Kingdoms Battle Pass one. And what happened is instead of having to go to the events here, you went to the map. You just went straight over to the map and it was in the play. See, quests, events, it was right here. So you'll probably have to do the same thing in the future, but you're looking for Chaos Gate the Watcher. This mission, you can do it 5 times at once. Gives you 10 of the little bean looking things you need to get her. There's 10 per round, so that's 50 total if you do the 5. You need to do it twice to get the total 100 that you need to unlock her. Once you've unlocked her, she'll end up in your hero inventory, and then you can check her out. Let's go over her stats and see what she does. Corrupting Gaze, 260% attack plus 30% of the damage target's max HP as true damage. Max 600% attack to all enemies. Passive skill is Dark Well. Basic attacks restore 10% of max mana. Commander skill is Overflowing Well. Mana return from Dark Well is shared with allies. Her sidekick ability is Dark Well, just for 5% of max mana. One of the heroes I like to use with her as a good synergy is Dragontooth Jarvik. His Blade Synergy skill. Basic attacks increase attack for next special ability by 40%. Special abilities increase attack for the next basic attack by 40%. So it makes using Dark Well more beneficial, and Corrupting Gaze, which is kind of weak in its own right, gives it a little bit of boost to damage. Since it does do max HP as true damage there, 30% of damage targets max HP as true damage, this is pretty beneficial to some of those targets like Dahlia, who have high HP, high armor, and are going to take a beating. Definitely something you want to use. Overall, it's pretty weak unless you're fighting some major enemies. So as usual with any of these, what I'm trying to decide is this hero worth using over other heroes of that same type? Because a lot of people want to build like their ultimate squad of the best 6 heroes for whatever element it happens to be. Is this a damage dealer we want to use for our Dark Squad? That's the question. We have a lot of those types of people available. We have Immobilizing Death Maul, we got Selene the Reaper, we've got Cuddle Team Leader, a couple other different war mages, Jilcifer, Abyssal Horror, Nightshade Selene, the list goes on and on. Cannon Sister. There's a lot of options available for your damage dealers when it comes to the Dark Heroes. Is she a keeper? Let's go over some gameplay on 22.9 Forgotten Lands and find out. Let's go ahead and get started. We're going to go with Lifebringer Cilicia as usual. Alright, first room we have Sun, or Sarah Sun Disciple, Celeste, and Mira. Mira likes to reflect. Ooh, this is going to be nasty. This is not built for Medusa. Going to use Abyssal Gaze. Hope it doesn't get reflected back. We'll go ahead and use Dark Embrace. Let's go ahead and do Sweep on the front row. We will use Storm Strike. I don't want to use her special ability and have it reflected and kill everybody. So we're not going to do that. We will go ahead and just do a regular attack on Mira. Probably should have done it on Celeste. Alright, Dark Embrace again. Just in case, let's go ahead and do Abyssal Gaze. Hopefully it doesn't get reflected back. It did not. Let's go ahead and sweep it one more time. Okay. Let's use regular attacks. Actually, let's go ahead and open up these crystals while these guys are here, because they're enemies and it'll allow us to generate some more mana. Revitalizing waters is heal. Alright, we'll probably pull out Pet real quick before we go into the transition to the next room. Go ahead and get out Mr. Snuggles. Alright, we're going to use Medusa's ability there. Finish that off. Dark Embrace before we go to the next room. Alright, it's imperative we get rid of Ferris quickly because she will wipe out our entire group here. Let's go ahead and use an Abyssal Gaze. Sweep with a critical. Very nice, very nice. That was perfect, actually. I guess let's attack the... We'll attack Alina. Alright, for the first time we're going to use Medusa's special ability. Corrupting Gaze. Hits everybody in the whole room. Use a sweep. We're going to go with the Storm Strike here. It's going to hit everybody in the room. Eviscerate. So for whatever reason, this room just continues like summoning monsters the entire time. I'm guessing it's broken. Let's keep attacking these stun towers. Go another Storm Strike. Perfect. Okay, so let's use Dark Embrace. Go ahead and click these two crystals. Everybody seems to be full health. Going on to the third room. This is where Archangel Dahlia is, and she's pretty nasty. Alright, we got a Cilicia here as well. And a ton of Lancelots. Okay, so first things first. Go ahead and target Dahlia. Let's use an Abyssal Gaze. Choose a sweep. Okay, Cilicia is gone. Perfect. Let's do a Dark Embrace again before we get wiped out. Revitalizing water should heal. Okay. Corrupting Gaze. Woo. Storm Strike, Double Strike. Abyssal Gaze. Dark Embrace. Sweep. Perfect. We didn't even need Tarsier. We have the Storm Strike. Let's bring out some pets that give us some mana. Abyssal Gaze. That's it. It's a win. Alright, so we got 3 light essences for completing this room. 1 ceremonial sword, 30,000 gold, 41,000 experience. Final verdict on Medusa, the War Mage, Dark Hero. She's a limited edition hero from the Dark General Invasion Battle Pass. Is she worth keeping on your Dark Hero squad when you're final 6? You know, it really depends on where you're at in the game. I feel like if you're a late game player like myself, I feel like you've already accumulated a lot better heroes on a tier scale than her, and she's not someone I'm going to be using very often. If you wanted to use her just as a mana feeder to some of your other teammates, she could work very well doing that, using Overflowing Well. So she can feed some, your team some mana. She's good at that. But as far as damage goes, I find her damages to be a tad bit too weak for my liking. There's other heroes in the game I'd rather use. If you're an early game person, you just started the game and you came across Medusa, she'd probably be one of your better heroes because she can do AE damage to everybody, and that's kind of rare when it comes to the dark heroes. There's not a lot of dark heroes that hit everybody in the whole room like she does, but her damage is just really weak and subpar compared to a lot of other heroes that do the same thing, like Sealong or Razor. Would I keep her myself personally? I think she's someone I would put into the monster pit just to have my monster pit grow a little bit more. It's hard enough to level up the monster pit and get levels, so I put her into my monster pit. You might want to do that for you. It really depends on what other heroes you have available. Like I said, for me, I have a lot of heroes. I'm already high end into the game. By the time I come across Medusa, she wasn't someone I'd use, but for maybe mana feeding, and that would be a good use for her, but not something I primarily would want to focus on. So monster pit material for me, yes. If you guys like these videos, please like, comment, and subscribe. I will be trying to make a couple more videos here soon. The next video I think will be Valkyrie Astrid and Ashen Knight. I know times are tough. It's coronavirus times. I hope everybody's doing well and you guys have everything you guys need. Take care of yourselves. Everybody stay safe, stay inside, take it easy.